Hello, good morning.
Hi.
I'm Heather.
And I'm Nikki.
And we're Woolly Elephant. A knitting and crochet and sewing and, well, not much sewing, selling sewing things. Podcast from Chorley, Lancashire in England, UK.
Yes.
This is episode number
24.
24? Gosh, 24. It's been almost a year.
Yeah.
We did our first podcast between Christmas and New Year last year. So, but we will say right at the beginning,
Yes.
this is going to be our last podcast, not ever, but until Nikki's had the baby now. She's due on the 6th of January, and we just want to concentrate on what we need to get done for Christmas ourselves. And then, and with the baby being close to income, it's getting harder for Nikki to get here. So we'll carry on when baby Joseph arrives after Christmas. Sorry if I look a bit pale and washed out today. I've got a light just here because the light is so. If I take that away, the light is so poor. I thought we'd try and get a bit of light in until it brightens up a bit this morning. It's just totally grey and it never gets light here at the moment.
No.
And we're sat right in front of a window as well. So if we look a bit white, that's why. But you might be able to see what we've done a bit better.
But you can still keep in touch and keep up with what we're doing on our social media platforms. You can find us on Instagram as Woollyelephantmum, Woollyelephantdaughter. That's where we're most active. We do have a Facebook page, which is also Woolly Elephant. A Ravelry group, which we're not very active in, but we really should be a bit more active in.
Yeah, we're going to start trying to do that a bit more.
And that's the Woolly Elephant podcast. And we have an Etsy shop as well, and that's called Woolly Elephant, which I'm not doing any more. I'm not making any more bags to sell, basically because I can't fit in my sewing machine anymore.
She can't get up to it.
I can't get up. I can sit at it, but I can't do it for very long. So whereas it would normally take me half an hour to an hour to make a bag, it's taking me 2 to 3. So I'm just going to wait now until I have my stomach back.
Get rid of a bulb. I had intended to have some wool on, my hand-dyed wool on for Christmas, but we've had one person leave, another person's going off for an operation, Nikki's now on maternity leave at work, so I've just not had the opportunity at all, and I'm going to be working on the day that I normally
Santa.
Yeah, I normally do my dyeing. I'm now going to be working half that day, at least for the next while, so it's going to be at least after Christmas now before I get a chance to do anything really. So plus the yarn I tried looking the other day and it was that I would like dyeing is out of stock.
Oh dear.
So got to wait till that comes back into stock as well. But I do fully intend to try and start dyeing and getting some on to try and sell after Christmas. We're getting some good reviews on the stuff that I've done so far. Anyway,
the stuff that's in the shop is still available to buy.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not making anything else new.
Till after Joseph arrives.
Yeah, till he arrives.
Do you want to flash your belly?
Yeah.
To show you what I mean by it's this said stomach gets in the way. It's
I'm gonna have to step out.
It's getting a little bit large.
So there he is. Next time I should not have this.
Front and centre. Only how many weeks to go? 5?
5.
5 weeks to go.
Yes. 35 weeks.
Right.
Huge.
We don't have too long this morning because Nikki's over half an hour late because the taxi company didn't turn up to pick her up for half an hour after a booking, which we weren't very happy about. So, without further ado, you move just in a bit closer. We'll get on with finished objects because we've got quite a few.
Yes. Do you want to go?
Yeah, well go on, and I'll show this one first because this is one you've seen me making.
That's huge.
For a while now. This is a little pinafore dress I've been knitting. I think you've only seen the skirt really. In Peter Pan, Baby Merino. I'll pull it back so that you can see the whole thing. I do have a photograph of her wearing it, but it's come back to me because I just need to put some elastic in the waistband because the waistband's awfully wide. I knitted it as per pattern and obviously didn't have the child to try it on. But I'm going to put some elastic in these sides to pull it in.
Yeah,
pull it in a bit. Otherwise it bags at the back, you know, like the back of your jeans do.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely lovely. It's been blocked. It's got beautiful drape. There's little butterflies, knitted butterflies on it, and she said she's going to keep it Pico edge. She says it's going to be for her to wear for best. So there you go. Little flower buttons. and she didn't want to take it off. They had a job getting it back off her. But it looks perfect from the front, but it does, like I say, it bags, it goes like that at the back. I did say at the time, I thought it looked awfully wide, and I did do the rib on a smaller needle as well. But hey ho, you don't know until you try these things.
Exactly.
So a bit of elastic I think we'll do in the
I've got
side.
some sewing elastic.
So I knitted that. on 4.5mm straight needles, Knit Pro Zings. It's in Peter Pan Baby Merino. It's 100% superwash Baby Merino. I would highly recommend it. I've done a couple of things in that now. It drapes beautifully.
It's really nice.
I would not recommend washing it in the washing machine, even though it says you can.
I wouldn't.
Because it would just stretch. I think it would just stretch. So much nicer, because the merino, 100% merino, seems to hold so much water.
It really
It
does.
takes
Takes
forever to dry. So
Yeah, I found that.
but anyway, it's all done. She's more than happy with it. Little girl absolutely loves it. So that's number one. Do you want to do your next one? And we have a couple. I have another one that you've seen, but we have quite a few you've not seen.
I've been gift knitting. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have already seen these. But I started this. I bought this off Ravelry. It's called the December hat. Is that coming up?
Yep.
Knitted by Alexis Adrian.
Was that Alexis Adrienne?
Yeah, off Ravelry. It's a paid for pattern, and it's in. I think it's bulky. Yeah, it says to use size 6 and size 7. So chunky yarn.
Bulky to you Americans.
Yeah, and chunky to us. But I didn't use size 7s. I just used size 6 needles, and this is the hat. And I doubled up Aran.
Have you put a bow on it? Did I see
I did.
that? Yeah, we'll go a bit closer.
I knitted that pretty quick. I did that last Wednesday. I started it Tuesday night because I wanted to knit a hat. Started it Tuesday night last week, and then I'd done it by Wednesday night.
Picks it up really well when you can't see us. There we go.
I really like the pattern.
It's lovely.
It's called I learned a new stitch. It's called a knit one long, which I've never done before, and I've added this little bow on because when I've been looking at other people's hats, they always have a little something else on it. And I'm debating whether to put a faux fur pom-pom on it. I can't really make my mind up.
Is it for somebody else?
Yeah.
If it's for me, don't put one on. If it's for anybody else, put one on.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like pom-poms.
No, you're not having this one. I had somebody in mind for this one when I started knitting it.
I'm just double checking, you know.
Yeah. I know you don't like pom-poms, so
Don't like pom-poms.
it's alright.
In fact, the hats I've bought from anywhere I've bought myself, I've cut the pom-poms off.
So I've been hoping that when I'll put it on to show you, that when I wash it, it's because it's really rigid when I block it, because I'm just waiting to finish.
Can you block acrylic?
Yep, this has got wool in it.
Alright.
See, it's my head's fairly ginormous and this is fairly huge. So the lady who it's going to go to,
Hang on, keep it on.
the lady who it's going to, she might want to wear it like
Earthquake.
more of a slouch at the back, like in the picture. But I'm thinking once I've washed it, because it's got a percentage of wool in it, I think once I've washed it and when the pom-pom on it, it might slouch a bit better.
Right, let's go back.
But it is fairly huge, and I'm glad I didn't use size 7s because it'd be really baggy, and I didn't want it baggy. Even with my tension.
Nice hat though.
I love knitting it. I'm going to knit another one. I've got some khaki green that I might use. But this is the wool it came from. I've only got 2 balls of this, which I bought for to knit Ben a Aran cardigan in. That never happened. Aran style cardigan with all millions of cables, and that never happened. So that's my first FO. Do you want to do your next one?
Hang on, I've got one stitch. Right, my next one. You've seen these. Is it in process? Finally finished them. These were knitted in my own hand-dyed yarn, my Robin Redbreast colourway. Coloured them for the colours. I did them for the colours of the robin, which is by far my favourite little bird. I put a cable down the front. This is my own pattern. my own recipe should I say, 64 stitch cast on. I do about 45 rows ish. Yeah, probably did 46 actually because of the cable. It was an 8 row. Heel flap and garter, heel flap and gusset even. And I do 40 rows at the moment. I've brought it down from 45. I've done 40 rows, and then I don't know what kind of toe it is. Just a standard toe, I think.
Looks like a wedge toe.
Yeah, you're just decreasing at both sides and bringing it in.
Yeah.
So the red has pooled.
It's lovely.
It's striped as well. I don't know if you can see that. Every other row's a red. Stripe as opposed to a brown stripe on the one side.
Yeah.
And then on the other side there's more. It sort of swirls round really. You see there. Swirls all the way around the sock. These could make good Halloween socks. Looks like I've cut myself and bled everywhere.
I was supposed to say it looks like a blood
But it is a Christmas colourway. And I showed my scarf I did with it on the loom. Was it last time or the time before?
Yeah.
And it looks more Christmassy.
Yeah.
Looks completely different knitted as a scarf. There's the other one to show. There's a lot more red on this one. And it's a very Christmassy red. And I like, on this one, it's completely red practically on that side. And then on this side, you've got the white band and the brown down the middle. Whereas on that one, it swirls around the sock.
It's cool.
It's strange. I'm pretty sure I knitted them both from the same skein. I mean, I used one cake for the scarf and one cake for the socks, but I'm not sure if on the second sock I might have picked up, for them to be so different, I might have picked up the skein I had left from the scarf for the way that pulls so dark on the one side. That swirls around and that's like colour blocked on. But anyway, there you go. So that's my Robin colourway, which will be available in the future when I get the time to do it. So I'm quite pleased with those. I put a picture on Instagram last night of
lovely.
of me wearing them. I knitted them on Chia Goo 2.5mm 9-inch circs. I'm seriously tempted to go back to my dpns, because when you get to the end you've got to switch to dpns anyway, because
I have to do for the heel flap.
because no, I can do all that on the circulars. Just put stitch markers in. It's really easy.
Yeah, I've done it. I just prefer.
But I switched to the dpns because obviously it gets too small to go on your circulars when you get down past so many stitches. And every time I pick them up I think, why did I not do the whole thing on these? I mean, the Fair Isle socks is good done on the 9-inch circs. I find my tension's better on dpns, I think. I feel like my tension's a bit slacker on circs, on the 9-inch circs, and I don't like magic
Mine
loop.
is.
Yeah, I don't like magic loop. I find my ribs a bit slack on this. I've not done the rib as deep as I normally
My
do
ribs
either.
are slack from all the beating.
Anyway, that's those. That's the yarn.
It's so pretty.
It's a lovely colour. Don't know if that's focusing in. It's hard to see.
I can't tell.
I think I might turn that light off now.
Oh,
Is that too dark?
I think it's alright.
We'll just see how that goes now because it's brightening up. So that's number 2 for me.
My next one is another hat. I downloaded this pattern off Ravelry. It's a free one.
Christmas cup. Robin.
Robin.
See, I love robins. Asda. £1.50.
Where's that one from?
I can't remember. That was from the wholesalers when I still had the craft shop. I bought them all for the shop for the craft members to use at Christmas.
This one is called the Big Hat Pattern by Sheep and Stitch. The hat I've done is loosely based on this, and this is a free pattern. I just wanted the stitch count because then I went off and did my own thing really. And this is the hat.
Yeah, because you haven't done the full back.
No. It wanted the whole pattern, it wanted from cast on to before you start doing crown decreases to be 9 inches, which I thought was ginormous.
That's because of the fold up though, isn't it? You would do on this pattern, you would do the rib,
Yeah.
and then you would do the 9 inches because the whole rib folds up.
Folds up, which I didn't really want to do that because I don't really know the lady that this is going to. So I thought I'd just stick it with the beanie style. I just did it till it was just a bit shorter than the bottom of my ears because not everyone's got a giant head like me. There you go. And I'm planning on putting a pom-pom on this.
Earthquake again. Sorry, it vibrates when I move it. You know.
But this is super chunky wool. Try and stay still while I'm looking for it. And it's seriously chunky mixes, which is super chunky.
Cygnet.
Is it Cygnet? Yeah, Cygnet, this one.
Yeah, would it?
And it was $2.99 and it's acrylic. It feels quite soft actually, I'm quite surprised.
Nice colour that.
And I knitted it, on the pattern it says use 9mm and 10mm. And I just did it on 10. I just used these 3 chunky knitting needles I had off the front of Let's Knit one time. They've just been sat there unused.
I have a few pairs of those.
Finally used them. It took me an hour and a half to knit.
You did it after I went home on a Sunday, didn't you?
Yeah, when you left, I cast it on and I cast it on the stitches and then I had to do something with Michael. I think it was either put him to bed or feed him or something. And then once I picked it back up again, I had it done within an hour and a half. I had it done by Michael's bedtime. Ben was
I know, I was quite surprised when she sent me a picture on WhatsApp and it was like, already?
Done. And Ben was like, that was so quick. Oh, well, yeah, it's super chunky wool. And I mean, it's really chunky. I got this hat out of one ball. I did buy 2 because I intended on doing a
cowl
to go with it, but I think I'll need to buy another ball. If I want to do a pom-pom and I want to do a cowl, I'm going to have to go buy another ball. But they're only $2.99 from a charity shop. Sue Ryder, I think, sells them.
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, they have they sell Cygnet yarns, quite a few different ones, don't
and they had like a mustardy yellow one that was also flexed like this, and a dark blue one. But the dark blue one, they only had 1 ball. So if I did want to do like a turn up or anything, I wouldn't be able to do that. Because when I was looking, he said, "I'm sorry, but they're all we've got. We haven't got any more, and I don't think we're getting any until New Year." I went, "This is fine." With a girl, I don't really know her, but I think it's not overly pinky purple. I don't think, even though it is pink and purple. Do you know what I mean by that?
It's like it's not antique rose.
Yeah, it's not in your face.
Antique rose. It's like a dusky pink with lilac. It's not a. It's a pink eyewear.
Yeah, it's called.
That's not a hint.
Yeah, I know. It's Elderflower colourway.
Yeah.
Shade 701. So I'm gonna buy some more of that. So that was fun. Quickest thing I've ever knitted ever.
We'll put links in for the patterns.
Yeah, I don't have any pages for my gift knits because I'm more interested in churning them out.
Yeah, at the moment, trying to get them done for Christmas.
Yeah, that's done.
Right, to my next one. You haven't seen this one. This is for my niece Daisy for a Christmas present. When I saw them downtown last week and I was asking her what she wanted. Was there anything that Daisy wanted or she wanted? She's 2. She's the same age as Michael. She's just 2 weeks younger. But she's very slight, isn't she?
She is.
Anyway, I asked her and she couldn't think of anything. But she said you could knit her something because I haven't knitted her anything for ages. I said I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that actually. And said no. Anyway.
Changed your mind.
Changed my mind. I did have time, but I wasn't going to tell her that because you want it to be a surprise, don't you? Anyway, so I've knitted this. This has already been on Instagram. It was in baby blue. This is I'm trying to knit from my stash at the moment. I've not bought anything for a while. But I had this robin baby blue from a cardigan I knitted for a customer once, a grown-up cardigan. And
I remember that.
I had quite a bit left. It's when I knitted that I decided I was never knitting a jumper for a grown-up again because she was so flipping fussy, it was ridiculous. Anyway, this was the sleeve pattern. The sleeve pattern was different. It's like a knit 1, purl 1 row, and then you knit a row, purl a row, knit a row, and then knit 1, purl 1 row, which gives you that nice like stitch, nice bumpy pattern. That's the other one. Lovely buttons. I got these off Julie's Trimmings on Chorley Market. So if you're from our area or you come to Chorley Market, Julie's Trimmings, there were some brand new buttons that she had on, which went perfectly. I took it with me. First one she picked up.
I love those.
Said they were brand new in, and then on the back there's a butterfly pattern, relief pattern, which I really like, which is a nice surprise from behind. They also do in the same book, in the same pattern, they do one with a hood. It's got a car.
That's cool.
It's a car on. Anyway, this is size 18 to 24 months, believe it or not.
It's huge.
It's quite, so it should fit her for quite a while now. It hasn't come out bigger than what it says in the book. This is where I struggle with pattern sizes sometimes. This said it came up as a 24 inch, which it pretty much has, which is down for an 18 to 24 months, which it says 18 to 24 months, but the next size is 3 to 4. So you assume it's 18 months to 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
Which it looks like it will fit her to
It's
3 years.
3-year-old, yeah.
And that's as a 24 inch. And yet the dress that I did said 24 inch and it's come out.
Massive.
It didn't give you an age guide. That's for a 4-year-old. So, you know, there you go. The only thing I did bigger on it was knit it an inch longer, that was all. But anyway, rant over. But there you go. I'm loving that. It's knitted in acrylic, 100% acrylic. Robin. Just Robin, Aran yarn. I think it was from a 400 gram ball, one like that giant ball of Nikki's, a 400 gram ball, and I think it was something like about £7.
Yeah,
and
that was King Cole value.
I didn't know how much I had left.
Aran.
I didn't. I just picked this big half messy ball out of my bag stash, and I thought I'll knit it out of that. I didn't weigh it, and I thought hopefully I didn't weigh it. I thought it looks like there might be about 300 grams there. Hopefully it'll be enough, and I just knitted it without. And I probably had about 5 grams left, so talk about playing chicken with it. But I'm really pleased with that. It's a very thick Robin Aran. If you've never used it, it's very thick. It's very thick. It's very cheap, but it's really good for baby stuff. It makes really hard wearing blankets. It doesn't really pill much. It washes really well. So no yarn snob here.
No.
There was no way I was going to knit a one in wool, because this is my sister-in-law. I don't know whether she'd be wanting to hand wash woolies for a child, whereas Nikki would because she's a knitter. I don't know about. I didn't know about my sister-in-law, so I thought she's having an acrylic one. And I've seen another pattern in the book I might get. I think knitted it in about 4 or 5 days, over about 4 or 5 days. That enjoyed that.
It was nice.
Enjoyed knitting that. So that's that one. Oh, I knitted it on with my notes. I have notes. I knitted it on my cheap pony needles, 4.5mm straights. If I can knit something on straights, I'll knit it on straights, because I do prefer to knit mostly on straights. Robin Aran, 18 to 24. I was in King Cole Aran book 3. I've not had this one that long, and I've never knitted anything out of it before.
That's cute.
And I don't know why, because I want to knit everything in it. I wanted to knit her this set. I was thinking about doing that as well, but my local shops don't have. They keep trying to sell me baby colours. I said I don't want baby colours. These are the colours I want. I used to sell this beige colour. And if I have time to do it, I'll send off from and knit that. But I'll show it you in the book. The pattern the pattern that I've just knitted was in lilac in the book. Here, there's your butterfly cardigan, and it's in like cotton, Aran cotton, in there, and then. And it goes right up to age 7, I think.
Excellent.
Let me have a look and I'll just tell you. Where's it gone?
I like that dress.
There. Yeah, it goes up to 7 years. 5 to 7 years. So I could knit that again a few times. I've got a picture of the boy version somewhere, which I might do for Michael. You can't really see it very well, the car relief pattern. But the red jacket there, that's the same pattern. And there is a car. Can't really see it on there actually. Can't see the car pattern. This is the other one. So that's where I knitted that from. Fantastic book. Like I say, it goes right from 0 to 6 months up to 5 to 7. So if you want to knit for a young child,
or you want to do matchy,
yeah, you can knit them for quite some time. Because another one that I've got going, I'm doing in Michael's size, and I'm going to do a 0 to 6 months.
Well, we're on whips now. Oh no, I've got a hoe. Half object. It was practically done in the last episode. My granddad's slipper sock.
Did I give you that stuff yet?
No. I kind of did go on the
Let me do it on air, because then I can show it. I'll just go and get it. I think it's in my handbag.
I ended up going a week earlier under doctor's orders. You know, because I'm suffering with pain in my back, like quite a considerable amount of pain. Like I've got this deep heat patch on, and it's actually helping. and I had 1 week left at work, and they ordered me to go on maternity leave now, because I have a very where can I put it? I'm on my feet all the time basically, so obviously I need to sit down a lot. It's hard work. I'm the type of person that's up and at it all the time. I don't know how to sit still. That's why I'm always doing this. I'm pretty sure you told me it was at work.
Yeah, but I shoved it in my handbag to bring to your house.
No, you've not given it me. Or else these have spots on them by now.
I'll have to check that out. I'll have to look at that. Maybe it still is at work. I thought I'd shoved it in my handbag. Maybe I didn't.
But yeah, this is knitted in Sirdar Phoebe something or other.
We mentioned it in previous videos.
Yeah, so it's my own pattern, my own sock pattern.
It's in the last video and the previous video, so you can go back there and have a look if you need to know.
And I'll be releasing a pattern at some point once I've had help writing it up. And I need to actually physically write it because it's all in note form. But this is it to fit Grandad. I'll be casting on his next one soon, hopefully. But I've been in a hat tangent at the moment. So that's that one. There you go.
Is that it? Right.
Yeah.
My next work in progress. I am doing, as I said, from the same book, I am doing this jumper for Michael. It's got cabled, it's got like a moss stitched and then a cable sleeve up the side. There, you can see that in that little picture there. Here. So this was really cute. This is the colour of the wool that I want for that other cardigan, which is King Cole King Cole Value. Is it? Should be on here. King Cole Big Value Aran. I did have some of that left over, but I used it for other things before. Anyway, I've knitted the back, just plain. That's just plain, and looks a little bit smaller than that other one, but it's hard to tell until it's sewn up
and washed.
I'm halfway through the front, and then I've done one of the sleeves. Spot the mistake. I wasn't going back.
Michael's going to be destroyed.
Because I thought that's what I thought. I thought when it's folded over and it's under, I'll put it on the right sleeve and then it'll be at the back underneath and you won't even notice it. I could have pulled it back, but I think I just did the wrong. I did the wrong knit row, because it's you alternate, knit one, purl one. You do that for 2 rows and then you alternate it. Knit one. I think I just did the wrong. I got it right on that side and did it wrong on that side. So anyway, they're easy to do. Nice cabled sleeve to add a bit of interest onto a plain jumper. So that's in King Cole Big Value Aran.
That's the Aran I'm going to knit my next butterfly December hat into. Well,
King Cole Big Value Aran. These are about £2.50, something like that, I think. Used to sell this in my shop. I had an awful lot of this colour left over. I bought it because I knitted a cardigan in it, and then a customer knitted the same cardigan in it, and then somebody else wanted it, so I bought loads of this in. So by the time I closed, I think I had about 10 balls. I had about a pack of 10 left or something, so every now and then I find something new to knit with it, because they're going down. So they're going down slowly, but it's it's an in vogue colour at the moment. The King Cole, the Big Value, is a bit thinner, feels a bit thinner and more lightweight than the Robin. I prefer
the Robin.
You feel that? I prefer the Robin, and then you feel that.
Oh yeah, it's quite a difference.
So it's a heck of a difference. If I hold them up together, just make sure you can see. You can probably see. I don't know if you can see. I mean, this I knitted on
feels more dense.
That I knitted on 4.5mm, so it was a bit denser anyway. And this one asked for 5, which I did. But it's still a lot thicker. The Robin feels a lot thicker. Feels more like a chunky, or a thin chunky. So that's that one.
I think that's probably why
I knitted that on 5mm Knit Pro Zings. I love my Knit Pro Zings.
When she's not talking about me.
Sorry. I like my 5mm. I like my Knit Pro Zings because it is slip sliding. I only buy the 25, or is it 30cm? 30cm ones. And I squash it onto them, because then they don't get stuck under your arms, stuck in your jumper, and
That is so annoying.
I tend to rest it against me rather than if I need to, rather than tuck it under your arm. And again, that comes in up to age 7. And that's an 18 to 24 months I'm doing. Our battery's flashing. He said he charged it up. Right, we're nearly done. Not much left to go.
I started my second nanny sock that I showed last time. It's not done, but I'm nearly done. Not really to write home about that. So
yeah.
So that's that. Proof I've been doing it.
Sorry, our battery light's flashing, so we're having to...
we're going to whiz through now.
Going to whiz through these last bits.
And I've got another gift hat on the go. This is in the same Aran as last time, but I'm actually knitting it as Aran. I think this is King Cole Fashion Aran, and it's got a wool percentage in it.
Yeah.
I know that much anyway. And this is the
lovely, that.
Angel hat by Kay Jones. I really like the look of it, but I don't like knitting it.
It does look nice.
I actually, once I got past doing all this ribbing is for 3 inches, and I actually knit it for 3 inches.
You lost the will to live.
And it's a free pattern, so, and then to get this texture, you do 2 rows of knit 1 purl 1, like I've been doing for 3 inches, but then the next row is just purl. And it's free pattern, and it's just relatively easy, straightforward.
It'll be a good fit, that, with a stretchy ribby thing like that.
And I've just done it all on, she said to use 4 and 4.5.
Definitely Michael.
Well, I've got enough of it. I've got another ball. 4 and 4.5 mil circulars, and I've just done it all on 4.5 because my 4s are currently preoccupied.
Okie doke.
So,
16-inch circulars. They look like it because that's what I'm using. They look like mine.
Yeah. 16-inch. And that's my whips.
My last whip I'm going to show now. I was going to show another one, but I'm just going to show this one now. This is a hat I'm doing. I got this. This is a free pattern on Cascade Yarns. It is the Venezia worsted beret, code W386. If you go on Cascade Yarns website, if you've never been on, all their patterns are free and they've got loads. So I thought I'd do something a bit different. I've been looking for something to knit with this West Yorkshire Spinner Shetland Crofter yarn since I bought it. So this is the hat I settled on. It's an Aran weight. It's in West Yorkshire Spinner, Stony, the colour Stony Breck, colour 759, Croft, Shetland Croft Tweed Aran. So that's the colourway. Rolled it into a ball. I did it by hand rather than... I can't be bothered getting all the stuff out for an Aran ball or a chunky ball.
Do you even know what Swift is?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, cool.
So this is the pattern as it's coming out. It's just a purl 6 knit 1 for so many inches. And then it's just an easy mindless knit. Whether I'll wear it when I've done it, I don't know. I've never worn a beret before, but I think it's lovely. It's nice on the other side as well.
Beret's a good one, the floppy.
I'll decide when I get so far whether I'm going to have that side showing or that side showing, but I think it'll be
that side.
This side, which is supposed to be the correct size. But I really like that.
Because I like how it looks on the crown.
Yeah, and I've got another ball, which, if it's enough, I'll do
something. I'll
either do a cowl or I'll do a pair of mitts. I'll have enough for mitts because I bought another 100 grams. This I'm knitting on 5mm HIYA sharp. No, they're not sharps.
The stainless steel one. That's Billy.
That's Billy climbing in the bin bag in the hall. I've got a bin bag for rubbish to go to the tip in the hall, and the cat keeps decided he's going to sleep in it. 5mm 16-inch HIYAs in the metal ones. They're interchangeables, and they're perfect for this. That's a progress keeper from our friend Jean, Rosie's Heavenly Keepsakes. See if we can zoom in on that. I don't know if it will. It's a little fairy, I think.
You're scowling.
Yeah, it looks like Tinkerbell.
Oh.
Go away, Nikki.
Okay.
It's Tinkerbell. It's desperately trying to focus in on us. So, hopefully, well, it will be finished by the next podcast. But because...
You would assume so.
Because we've decided not to podcast till after Joseph's born for the next month, we said we'll still probably do little videos.
Yeah.
Clips. We'll do more in the way of video clips on Instagram. The little your story things at the top,
yeah,
and just a little video anyway to keep you up to date with what if you're interested on what we've got going on until next time.
So We haven't disappeared.
So we'll have a new finished object next time.
We'll have a whole episode full of finished objects.
Yeah, well, the main one will be Joseph. We should have him with us to show him on the next podcast. So it's something to look forward to. So we're going to say now, have you finished? Have you shown everything?
Oh, the only thing I was going to talk about was this. I bought this yesterday from our local shop.
From the buttonhole? From
Buttonhole. It's Hayfield Bonus Chunky Extra Value, 100 grams. You can wash it, you can tumble dry it, and it's 100% acrylic. And I bought it in this purpley blue. I bought it for my...
Purpley blue? I'd say it's more like a purpley grey.
Purpley grey, then. It's more from... words. My friend's little boy turns 1 on Sunday. And I bought him a present, but for Christmas I'm going to knit him a hat because his mum absolutely loves anything that I knit. She always wants whatever I knit, she wants it. So I'm going to knit him a hat with the world's biggest pom-pom because she loves pom-poms. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So yeah.
So that's it. So we're going to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
And next time we will be 3.
Hopefully.
We'll have an added extra. So if you're waiting to see the new baby, then when our next podcast comes up, that'll be it. Okay. So let's say Merry Christmas. I hope everything goes swimmingly for everybody and there's no...
Eat lots of food.
Oh, I forgot to say, I'm sorry for anybody that won it in our knit along, baby knit along. I've still not got to the post office yet to send stuff out. I only managed to get one out, Christy, of the Relatively Crafty podcast, which I've been meaning to send her something forever. She's finally got that. If you watch on her podcast, her latest podcast that's come on today, she shows everything that we sent her. Nikki's made a bag for her giveaway for a knit along or accoutrements.
Yeah, I can enter these.
Giveaway. Yeah, you can enter them in. You might win your own bag back. So check that out. We'll link her down below.
Yeah.
Thanks for the good plug, Christy. We just love your podcast. By far our favourite.
Yeah.
It's nice to be friends from across the seas.
Cool.
So again, Merry Christmas and TTFN.
Bye.